Yo, what's up, name is Jet1 and welcome back to more WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games after I just had to deal with a crazy hardware failure. Not hardware failure, software failure, as Audacity decided it wanted to be weird and go and record the WarioWare audio instead of doing what it was supposed to and recording my voice. So after beating Jimmy, we unlocked the next set of 3, and luckily I caught this after only 1 set, so we get to improvise on Kot's set. So yeah, you get to miss all my brilliant commentary because I really did really good on this one. So Jet's castle, we have a castle? Nice. And uh-oh, ominous Okami music. What's that in the moon? I don't like the look of that. Oh snap. It's a member of the Undead Legion, someone called Nogath Nation. Even though I am a member of the Undead Legion and Nogath Nation. Oh no, we're being poisoned because we must be the prince. Ninjas, attack! Prince Jet must be saved. I can't do female voices worth it. Just nothing. And all the ninjas have lost. Come, challenge me. Yes, because one more ninja can change everything. Bam! Down goes Anna. And she's perfectly fine enough to send a carrier pigeon because that's exactly what you need to send out when you need help with things. I mean, it's not like we're gonna die or anything. Okay, never mind. We're dead and possessed. Your carrier pigeon was too late. Sorry. So there's Kot at wherever she is. About to have tea time with her dog. She checks the letter with a serious face. Ninja girl, save me. Okay. It doesn't even say her name or anything. It just doesn't even say, Kot, come save me from Anna. It just says, Ninja girl, save me. And thus begins the epic journey past Mount Fuji. Because somehow she's going to walk all the way to Diamond City, which is probably in America, despite starting off in probably Japan. And also she takes like 3 seasons, so we've been dead for a year. It's like, yeah, way to be late to the party. Your prince has been dead for a year. Better question is, why isn't Wario doing anything? Because we're like down the block from his company headquarters. It's like, just take a ride, dribble and spits, go in the taxi, and whoa, the guy jumped up. Come to me! Because he's serious like that. Demon Samurai. Rush in recklessly, Kot. And thus begins the nature set. Wow, barely caught that fish. So, yeah, nature games. And Japanese lettering, I believe, on the numbers, so I'm confused. I only tell where we are based on the doors. And the boss goes to 25. I'm going to do this without getting any 1-ups from the bosses. I'm going to purposely fail the bosses. So I'm going to try and keep this short, because when I did this before I realized that Audacity was screwing up, still staring at it with an evil look, but before I realized Audacity was screwing up, I was sitting there, and it got to like 10 minutes, and I had just started high score mode. It took me like 7.5 minutes to beat story on this. Because there's 25 of them, and then that opening cutscene was wild. I think that's like the longest opening cutscene besides the actual game opening cutscene. So, yeah. This might even be the better way to do the rest of them, but I would rather get story out of the way. 2, like show the legitimate story thing. First encounter with it in the Let's Play, you know. But can't have what we all want, can we? Otherwise, I would be on like Let's Play 1000 at the moment if we could all have what we wanted. I don't know. At least it's working now. I want to say that it's going to be screwed up, isn't it? Dog playing fetch. Nice. Also, I love how your HP bar in this is your actual sword. It's funny because I'm usually terrible at this, and so when I first played it, I was sitting there laughing because she had like a nub of the sword to take on the samurai. It's like, you're gonna take on a demon samurai who has been possessing your castle prince for about a year with just a nub of the sword. Like 1/4 of a sword. That minigame annoys me because you start falling as soon as it starts, so by the time you re-jump, you're already sliding down, so you have to hit the button really fast to get back up. Collect! One cannot escape Wario. I'm so sad on the recording that I lost because Audacity was a failure. It's like I kept making jokes about how I got like 5 introduction games in a row. I was like, this is nature set, not introduction set part 2. I'm not missing it this time. Aha! I caught the cup this time because that was the one I lost 1 life. And it was to that minigame. I need to stop talking about the recordings I lost because we're about to be on the boss game. Boss game. I think that says boss game. I'm not sure. It might just say Demon Samurai Encounter. 25. I think that's 25. Could be 20 and I just don't know my letters and don't know how to count the games. I tried to keep a count of it in my head, but it failed. So yeah, we just bounce on the clouds. There's Mount Fuji in the background. At least I think it's Mount Fuji. It might just be Everest and I'm being too Japanese focused. It's like, this is no kami. You don't need to be all the way focused on Japan for this one. I mean, Wario and Mario is a Japanese, you know, franchise idea. Wario's a Japanese character. At least, I think he's a Japanese character. He might be an embodiment of American values, because that's what he seems like to me. And I've wasted the entire boss game ranting about random stuff, so you just bounce on clouds, land in this pool that's somehow floating in front of Mount Fuji. I said I wasn't going to win, but yeah. Let's get some refreshments, because she had the ice cream stored in her sheath that barely fits her sword. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to get any 1-ups from the boss, but I didn't lose any HP, so... yeah. Water. What, plant? Why are you trying to die? Why would you run away from the water? You're supposed to grow towards water and the sun and stuff. I win. I got like a really high score on that earlier. On the way home from where we ran into a rock. But yeah, we went elsewhere as a family little trip. And I was playing this on the way back. Aw, double failure. I was playing this on the way back and I played, I tried to get ribbons on the entire introduction set, and I got like a really high score, like 30 I think, on that, the stop Wario spinning thingy. Because once you figure it out, you can like hit the button gets delayed actually by a little bit, but you can't tell when it's going slow, but when it goes fast you have to actually push the button before it comes around to get it to hit him when he stops. And I figured that out and it got really easy, and I got like 30. It's hard to get 30 on that though. Drop before you fly off screen. So we win. Good work. That's like the only English in this. Good work. Clear. We just bang through the wood with our head instead of flying around it. March of the Penguins. March of the Penguins. Aw, didn't let me finish my sentence. Pick. And luckily it isn't our nose. Mona. That was so weird. The first one. Right away, we got pick nose. Genre strange, genre strange. Flee! No. Okay. I'm at 2 HP. I will last a little longer. Okay, actually I don't need to. I'm already at 8 minutes. Audacity recording, that doesn't include cutting out my synchronization checks. Because yes, I do those, because Cam Studio cannot handle doing game audio and microphone audio at once, which is kind of lame. Like every other recording program I've ever seen. And come on! He was like a pixel from the screen. From the edge of the screen. No, the cat got wet! Okay. I lose. High score, best 3. The Demon King wins. I don't think so. We just have to go over here. Into the menu. And go past grid. Go to view epilogues. View epilogue on COT. And let's see what happens this time. Like evil ghostly laugh. That scared me when I was a kid. Like this whole scene up until the sunrise scared me. Because I was like 8 when I got this and I was like, whoa. They're allowed to put that in the E-game? And then the dog just bounces off of Anna. Cot bounces off of Anna. And it's a giant scimitar now. I shall strike you with magical Japanese attacks that I call forth. Gesuka Tensho! Giga Drill Break! And that scared me as well. It's like, look at that face. It's like HD Skull. Such strength! Okay, that sounded ridiculous. And then, bam. I am falling apart, and his face falls apart in 2 pieces. We cut his face in half. That's what's up. We cut his face in half. And now we just cut her down, and she falls like 50 stories to her death. Good going, Ninja Girl. And the sun rises. Yay. Still, Wario, why didn't you ride over here and help me out? And the dog's playing with the carrier pigeon in the background. We've got Cotton Anna standing while me, Prince, is standing in the back. In case you didn't get it by now, the joke on that is katana. Get it? Katana. 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 There you go. Gratuitous Japanese. I learned that because the stickers told me. So they're sitting up there on top of the arch awning. And honestly, I have to wonder. Let me quote them first. Prince Jet, you are the victor. Impressive. Okay. But I have to wonder how they got up there. Because Jimmy has the window open. So they could have just climbed out past Jimmy and sat on the awning. Or since they're ninjas, they could have just jumped up. I prefer to think that they just jumped up because that'd be way more awesome. But anyways, this has been Gently01, and I shall see you next time as we take on... I honestly don't know. I'm going to flip a coin to see who we take on next, so see you next time.